Okay, so in this video I'm going to be talking about my original and developed ideas on props for my music video. In all honesty, I don't think that props are going to make a big difference or have a huge impact on my video. Both my original idea and my newer idea. There were a few things for my original idea that I knew that I kind of would have to get. This was purely because of the idea of having the video based around drug abuse and having it around excessively consuming drugs. I kind of wanted to include some references and some presentation of someone excessively consuming something that was drugs or very similar to drugs. Obviously, I would not have the actual thing being consumed in a music video just purely because of health and safety and not being safe and not making an actor do that. So the things that I did want to include were things like smoking, alcohol consumption, and also possibly some of the more hardcore drugs, which obviously I would not use as they're illegal. But the things that are legal, such as alcohol and cigarettes, these are a lot easier to get hold of, and I also have friends that smoke, which I could use in the video, and would be happy to replicate these images and different themes. So those were the things that I kind of wanted to use as props for my original video. Obviously, as I said, I would not be using actual drugs in the video, but there are some things that could kind of make up for that. Possibly also, I thought as props it could be like medication boxes or bottles for the original idea. Just a few ideas, possibly just to make it a bit more realistic and believable. Also, other things that I wanted to use were things linked to fire, so possibly a bonfire, a big I don't know, kind of like a hay fire or something like that, I'm not really sure, and things with matches and possibly lighters, etc. As I kind of had the idea of someone dancing and their silhouette being in front of a big fire. These, as I said, were for my original idea, but for my newer idea, I won't be using that many props at all, really, apart from things that you would find in a house anyway. So, for example, I'd be using things like a bed, an alarm clock, like a drinking glass, a mug, a bowl, a spoon, food, water, a toothbrush, toothpaste, things like that, things that everybody has in their house. Just very homely, very things, everyday things that you would use or have as it is kind of like a routine thing. So props are not very much of an issue. I also did want to still include something to do with smoking and fire. Nothing to do with drugs or anything like that, because I've set completely clear of that. But I did kind of want to use matches or a lighter, and also just a small shot, as I said in previous videos, to roll over some of the fast-paced beats and kind of have different shots flashing and being cut on a on the beat of the song, just to make the video a bit more interesting. Possibly just like a flick of a lighter or a strike of a match, or the exhale of a cigarette, something like that, just to kind of add to the video. All of these things are things that happen usually every day, and I feel like smoking is quite a stereotypical thing that happened between people my age and young adults as well. So that was something that would kind of capture the atmosphere and the vibe and the age range that I was going for. So really, those are all the props that I have. So everything that I would need is all kind of things that are going to be in a house anyway, so I'm not going to have any struggles with props. And in all fairness, there aren't many that I need to get or buy.